Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope, not Carter, is seduced by Daphne? According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester Finnegan consistently asserts that males are powerless to stop Daphne Rose. It appears that Daphne captivates people other than men. When Daphne was around, even Hope Logan and Fanny Grayson had lights in their eyes. Could Daphne decide that Hope is a greater target than Carter Walton given her unstable behavior? Let's discuss the possibility after you finish reading. Daphne Rose's overview. Daphne literally turned heads when she swooped into Forrester Creations, according to B&B spoilers. When Daphne strolled through the fashion house hallways, a random employee's mouth dropped. Everyone's attention turned, and Daphne is obviously aware of her uniqueness. Notably, even Fanny was acquainted with Daphne. There was no offense when Daphne ordered Fanny to back off if she ever wanted to work again. Fascinatingly, Fanny enthusiastically concurred while extolling the virtues of Daphne. Carter and Hope were even persuaded by Daphne to accept her invitation. Daphne's charm obviously doesn't discriminate. Carter Walton is the target of B&B spoilers. Daphne is supposed to link up with Carter. No one can oppose Carter, according to Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Steffi believes Daphne will quickly become Carter's romantic interest. Steffi believes that the takeover will be magically undone if Carter shows interest in another woman. If Hope Logan had come up with the idea, that might have been the case. Carter is an adult who makes his own choices, yet Hope is benefiting from their romance. Unexpected devotion. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Daphne appears to have captured everyone's attention. Daphne will put all the moves on Carter when she first starts working at Forrester Creations. But what if Carter is genuinely devoted to Hope? Even though some men lack self-control, perhaps Carter will stick by Hope. Carter has already been involved in romantic scandals, and the results were never favorable. Characters in soap operas occasionally gain knowledge. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a surprise turn? Steffi may be concerned that the plot has failed if Daphne is unable to persuade Carter to turn on Hope. But it appears that Daphne is the kind of woman who never gives up. Daphne has already discovered that Steffi attributes the takeover to Hope rather than Carter. Perhaps Daphne will conclude that Hope is a simpler target than Carter. She doesn't seem to know what or who she wants with Hope. She appears normal and like her former self one day. She's sporting an edgy hairdo and black leather miniskirts on another day. Hope never accepted Thomas Forrester's several marriage offers, despite the fact that she clearly liked him. After Hope's actions with John Finnegan, what about Carter? Could Hope and Daphne develop a surprising relationship as a result? Carter's dramatic double trouble baby? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Daphne, a newcomer, would drop a bomb on lustful Carter Walton. Despite the fact that he is seeing Hope Spencer, she is a plant at FC and intends to lure him into a covert liaison. Was Hope mistaken to associate with Carter and take over FC with him? Thanks to Daphne, we will soon learn. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester's seduction scheme. Just as Hope tells Carter that Daphne is expecting, Carter may start to fall for her. Caramba! How would Carter respond to that information? He is childless and would typically be ecstatic to become a father. However, everything changes if he is cheating on Hope, as we believe he will. We know Daphne will never tolerate Carter trying to cut her loose, but he could get caught up in a vicious circle of remorse. Not only will Daphne be devoted to Carter, but we also think she might tell him she's expecting. Regardless of whether she is. We see Daphne on a quest, doing whatever it takes to achieve her goals. B&B spoilers, will Carter Walton choose to stay with one family or another? Both the Logan and Forrester families will be impacted by Carter's fate. He will be siding with a wealthy family that has sway over FC if he chooses Hope. However, if he does this and Daphne becomes pregnant, he will be in a tough spot and might not be able to keep his child. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, will Carter Walton face a dilemma? Additionally, he would be severing many of the town's bridges, which the Logans stand for, if he chooses Daphne. It is evident that whichever decision Carter makes would have disastrous consequences for another aspect of his life. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: what will happen on the LA-based Seduces next? Poppy's bomb, Hope suspects, and Steffi's audacious move. According to spoilers for Monday, January 13, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, there will be a lot of drama. Fans can anticipate Steffi Forrester Finnegan's request to rejoin Forrester Creations in the upcoming episode. However, I hope Logan is genuinely suspicious. The Bold and the Beautiful, next. A preview clip also shows Lee Finnegan exploding at a scandalous truth while Penelope Poppy Nozawa sobs. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: Steffi Forrester Finnegan's scheme. According to B&B spoilers for Monday, January 13, Steffi is acting to undo the LLC plan. Daphne Rose was already added to the company as a plant by Steffi. Daphne has been informed by Steffi that her goal is to keep Carter Walton and Hope apart. Read more, discover what transpired on B&B yesterday. B&B spoilers: I'm suspecting Logan. As she told Ridge Forrester, Steffi will then attempt to return to the office. Steffi meets with Hope, Carter, and Brooke Logan. Steffi informs the trio that she wants to go back to work in the weekly preview segment. Hope asks a query as she reiterates Steffi's plea. Hope queries Steffi's abrupt change of heart. Well, Steffi doesn't respond to the query. Rather, Steffi reminds Carter that he said they may return whenever he wanted. Hope starts to question what is actually happening at that point. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: Poppy Nozawa's bomb. According to Monday, January 13 spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, fans will learn more about Lee and Poppy. Later in the week, rather than on Monday, this scene may air. But it's a bombshell. Lee and Poppy meet at the hospital. Lee is furious that Luna's biological father is Jack Finnegan. Poppy just stands there crying while Lee rants. Luna, meantime, extols the virtues of Bill Spencer's kindness. That's one of the reasons Luna wanted Bill to be her father, she tells him. Spoilers for B&B, Tridge future. Additionally, Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes will still be together at night. Is a marriage proposal the next step for Ridge, who already wants to live with Taylor? Although Ridge may be completely focused on Taylor at the moment, it seems to be going too quickly to last. On Monday, January 13, 2025, which narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Bill, Luna, Jack, Lee, and Poppy? What lies ahead for Brooke, Steffi, Hope, Carter, and the rest of the Los Angeles population? According to the Friday, January 10, 2025, recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Donna Logan eavesdrops on today's episode. Taylor Hayes is approached by Ridge Forrester about moving in together. A win is also celebrated by Steffi Forrester Finnegan. The romantic wooing of Ridge Forrester. Ridge and Taylor are still dancing at Eric Forrester's house, according to the B&B recap for Friday, January 10. The final Forrester original gown is appreciated by Taylor. Taylor feels quite unique. Ridge is committed to giving Taylor an unforgettable evening. According to Taylor, Ridge is the reason her heart is doing so well right now. Tridge kiss. According to Taylor, they have completely circled back. This feels so natural. Donna comes inside. Donna eavesdrops and remains silent when she hears sounds. Ridge desires the return of the beach house so that he and Taylor can live there. Ridge and Taylor proceed upstairs to indulge their love, making out wildly as they ascend the stairs as Donna's mouth falls to the ground. The petals of flowers cover the bed in the bedroom. Taylor is incredibly prepared for this. Following their passionate exchange, Ridge and Taylor converse. They just want to spend time together. B&B recap: Finnegan frets and Steffi Forrester. John Finnegan informs Steffi that Taylor and the children are out at the Cliff home. Steffi is concerned that Brooke Logan would interrupt Ridge and Taylor. Steffi complains about Hope Logan and Brooke. Steffi believes that Brooke is solely responsible for the breakup. According to Steffi, it has taken her father a lifetime to realize Brooke's true nature. Ridge should be able to see who he should be with now that Taylor is back. Steffi is informed by Finn that they are destined to be together. Steffi gives her spouse a kiss. Steffi is happy with the life they have created together. Shin shares personal moments on the sofa. Steffi receives a text from Taylor. Ridge is hosting Taylor for the night. Steffi is overjoyed. Steffi hopes it's a permanent departure for Brooke. On January 10th, Donna Logan, always the confidant and secret keeper, found herself unable to control the devastating revelation she had discovered about Ridge Forrester, bringing the drama in the bold and the beautiful to a fever pitch. When she revealed this information to her sister Brooke Logan, it triggered a series of emotional reactions and irreversible harm. Tension, heartache, and the kind of soap opera treachery that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats were all evident in this scene. In a moment that would permanently alter the dynamics of Brooke's relationship with Ridge, Donna, who is frequently viewed as the go-between among her family and friends, took center stage. Donna's weight, a secret's weight. In sharp contrast to Brooke's ferocious resolve and Katie's measured pragmatism, Donna has always been the sister who shows her emotions. She is a trusted confidant because of her warmth and openness, yet these qualities frequently place her in awkward situations. That was the case when Donna discovered Ridge's secret, a secret so significant that it threatened to destroy the delicate equilibrium in the Logan Forrester cosmos as well as his relationship with Brooke. As Donna struggled with her love for Brooke, her commitment to Ridge, and her own moral compass, the weight of this information was evident. Although she was aware that telling Brooke the truth would ruin her, she felt guilty about keeping her in the dark. Donna's internal struggle was a masterwork of nuanced acting, as every gesture and facial expression alluded to the storm that was building inside of her. The tipping point. The turning point was when Brooke asked Donna questions after noticing her uneasiness. One of Brooke's best qualities has always been her intuition, and she recognized the problem right away. Brooke's suspicions were only heightened by Donna's hesitancy, which resulted in a heated discussion until Donna finally revealed the truth. Donna's voice was shaking as she said, "Brooke, Ridge has been keeping something from you." The weight of the words was nearly unbearable as they hovered in the air like a thundercloud. "Behind your back, he has been meeting with Taylor, and their chats aren't just casual ones. You should be aware that there is more going on." As Brooke took in what she had just heard, the room seemed to freeze. Her mind was rushing to make sense of this new information in relation to the man she believed she knew, and her initial reaction was one of skepticism. However, Brooke was unable to deny the reality as Donna revealed the specifics, a covert meeting, whispered discussions, and the indisputable chemistry between Ridge and Taylor. The heartbreak of Brooke. The realization was really devastating for Brooke. She has repeatedly fought for and sacrificed for Ridge, the man who has always been the great love of her life. She felt deeply betrayed to discover that he had been keeping secrets from her, and with Taylor no less. Every tear that fell down her cheek and every crack in her voice as she attempted to comprehend what Donna had told her showed how heartbroken she was. In a barely discernible whisper, Brooke said, "I trusted him. After everything that has happened to us, after all of the commitments we have made to one another. How could he harm me like this?" It was nearly impossible to see the anguish in Brooke's eyes, which served as a sobering reminder of the emotional toll that comes with loving someone as complex as Ridge. This was about the basic betrayal of trust between two individuals who had dedicated their lives to pursuing their love, not simply about Taylor or the concealment. The messenger caught in the crossfire, Donna's role. Being the one with the unpleasant news put Donna in an unfavorable situation. Even though she felt that giving Brooke the truth was the proper thing to do, she was unable to avoid the responsibility and guilt that came with appending her sister's world. Donna's voice was full of passion as she said, "I didn't want to hurt you, Brooke. However, I couldn't watch while Ridge kept lying to you. You're worthy of better." Although Donna's sincerity was evident, her behavior also called into doubt limits and allegiance. Should she have faced Ridge directly, or was it her job to tell him his secret? As Donna struggles with the consequences of her choice, these are questions that will probably follow her about for days and weeks to come. Taylor's shadow. Following Donna's disclosure, Taylor Hayes, who has always been a divisive character in the Ridgebrook story, loomed big. Taylor's involvement was a personal and symbolic setback for Brooke. The history of their antagonism and the years of suffering and rivalry that had characterized their relationship were more important than Ridge's feelings for Taylor. Beyond Ridge's actions, Brooke felt betrayed, which increased his visceral rage toward Taylor. "Hasn't she always been there?" Brooke remarked sourly. "Waiting for her opportunity to steal Ridge from me while posing as my buddy. Well, this time I won't let her win." Ridge on repeat, the known pattern. Ridge was also harshly exposed by Donna's admission, which revealed his incapacity to escape the pattern of uncertainty and treachery that has characterized his relationships. Although Ridge has a history of wavering between Brooke and Taylor, this most recent betrayal felt especially harsh considering the assurances he had given Brooke regarding their future. Ridge will have to face his own inadequacies and accept responsibility for the suffering he has inflicted. It remains to be seen if he will step up or stick to his avoidance pattern, but one thing is certain, his actions have triggered a domino effect that could have far-reaching effects. What takes place next? Everyone is wondering, once the dust settles, what Brooke will do next. Will she stand up to Ridge and ask for clarification, or will she step back and reconsider their relationship? What part will Taylor play in the drama that is developing? Navigating the consequences of her choice while adhering to her principles will be Donna's problem. Ridge and even Taylor may criticize her, but she will surely never waver in her devotion to Brooke. Beyond the Logan-Forrester dynamic, this discovery will have repercussions on power struggles, alliances, and relationships within Forrester Creations as well as the larger family network. The scene is set for a string of conflicts, comebacks, and surprising turns that will keep fans interested for weeks to come. In summary, a pivotal moment. In The Bold and the Beautiful, Donna's revelation of Ridge's secret to Brooke is a pivotal scene that emphasizes the difficulties of devotion, love, and treachery. It serves as a reminder that the most captivating tales are those that are based on unadulterated, genuine feeling, even in a setting as glitzy and theatrical as this one. The scene is set for a dramatic reckoning that will affect everyone as Ridge faces the repercussions of his actions and Brooke struggles with her loss. The trip ahead is expected to be both turbulent and transformative for Donna, Brooke, and the rest of the Logan-Forrester clan. If you want to change the narrative's focus or look at it from different perspectives, let me know. You stated. 1,500-word paragraph concerning Steffi's betrayal and Daphne and Finn's chance meeting. According to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. This is a thorough account of Daphne and Finn's fortuitous encounter and how it affected Steffi. Unexpected meetings and the mayhem they cause are crucial to The Bold and the Beautiful, and Daphne Rose and Dr. John Finnegan's fortuitous meeting is no different. This interaction may seem benign at first glance, a chance encounter between two charismatic people. However, even the simplest encounter can set off a series of suspicions, betrayals, and heartbreaks in the complex and unstable world of the Forrester clan. For Steffi Forrester, whose marriage has been built on her trust in Finn, this encounter might be the biggest test of their relationship to yet. The arrival of Daphne, a spark for transformation. Since coming to Los Angeles, Daphne Rose has been a sensation, enthralling everyone with her charisma and mysterious charm. Daphne has made it apparent that she is here to cause a stir ever since she stepped into the Forrester orbit. Every action Daphne takes is planned and intentional, whether she's wooing Carter Walton or squeezing her way into the inner ring of Forrester Creations. Her desire is limitless, and she has repeatedly shown that she will stop at nothing to accomplish her objectives. In light of this, her surprise encounter with Finn assumes a darker, more ominous meaning. Despite the fact that their encounter could seem coincidental, Daphne's history indicates that nothing in her world occurs by accident. The gathering, chemical sparks, or trouble seeds. Ever the kind and trustworthy person, Finn initially meets Daphne at what appears to be a routine part of his day. Maybe they meet in a more informal situation, like a coffee shop or charity function, or maybe they run into one another in the hospital when Daphne seeks his medical advice. The link between them is instantaneous and indisputable, regardless of the context. Daphne's ability to engage and disarm people around her is almost miraculous, and her charm comes naturally. She immediately manages to engage Finn in discussion by appealing to his curiosity and empathy through her astute perception. Daphne's magnetic energy is both fascinating and unnerving to Finn, who has devoted a large portion of his life to his family and business. There is a noticeable tension in their exchange, even though Finn continues to act professionally and with respect. Finn's uneasiness indicates that he knows this interaction is anything but normal, while Daphne's seductive manner and insightful inquiries suggest an ulterior agenda. From Steffi's point of view, an imminent storm. It is nearly impossible for Steffi, who has worked so hard to create a secure and loving life with Finn, to imagine another woman standing in their way. Her journey with Finn has been one of recovery and rejuvenation, an opportunity to put her past heartbreaks and betrayals behind her. However, when she finds out about Finn's rendezvous with Daphne, the trust that underpins their relationship is tested. Steffi could initially brush off her worries as psychosis, a holdover from her turbulent past of adultery and dishonesty. However, Steffi finds it more difficult to disregard her worries as information about Daphne's interactions with Finn comes to light. She might hear them conversing or catch a peek of their relationship that seems a bit too personal. Steffi's mind starts racing with doubts and concerns, regardless of what causes them. What prevented Finn from informing me about this, she ponders. Why is Daphne so interested in my husband, and what does she want with him? Are Daphne's goals pure or premeditated? The drama that is developing is made more tense by the mystery surrounding Daphne's genuine motivations. Is she truly attracted to Finn, mesmerized by his generosity and fortitude? Or is this meeting a component of a bigger scheme to gain influence within the Forrester family and undermine Steffi? It's difficult to think that Daphne's meeting with Finn is just a coincidence, considering her past of ambition and deception. Maybe she views Finn as a tool to help her understand Steffi's weaknesses or to put herself in a more advantageous position with the Forrester family. On the other hand, Daphne's attraction to Finn might be more intimate, motivated by a wish to take possession of something or someone that is Steffi's. Finn's predicament, temptation and loyalty. The encounter with Daphne puts Finn in a difficult moral position and calls into question his commitment to Steffi. Even though he is still devoted to his wife, Daphne's charm and tenacity make it hard for him to ignore her entirely. He is forced to perform a fine balancing act as he attempts to uphold his moral character while negotiating Daphne's more audacious advances. Finn's desire to shield Steffi from needless stress adds to his difficulty. He argues that there is nothing to be blown out of proportion about his encounter with Daphne. However, Finn unintentionally causes a wedge between them by trying to protect Steffi, since his silence only serves to confirm her suspicions. Steffi's response, a strength test. Steffi's response turns into a pivotal point in their relationship as she grows increasingly conscious of Daphne's influence in Finn's life. Conflict is nothing new to Steffi, and one of her strongest traits has always been her ferocious resolve. But in this case, the intense love and trust she has for Finn tempers her reaction. Instead of confronting him right away, Steffi decides to learn more since she is determined to know Daphne's genuine motivations. To keep an eye on Daphne and figure out her intentions, she enlists the aid of her reliable allies, such as her brother Thomas and closest friend Hope. This methodical approach shows Steffi's development and maturity in sharp contrast to her previous impetuous responses. However, it also emphasizes how serious the situation is because Steffi is aware that one mistake might destroy all she has fought so hard to achieve. The repercussions, betrayal or salvation. The repercussions of Daphne, Finn, and Steffi's behavior start to show as their tension reaches a breaking point. Finding out about any treachery, whether actual or imagined, would be a terrible blow for Steffi, making her rethink not just her relationship with Finn but also her own value. The stakes are just as high for Finn. The future of his marriage and his position in the Forrester family will depend on his capacity to handle this circumstance with honesty and integrity. The consequences might be disastrous if he gives in to Daphne's approaches or ignores Steffi's worries. Furthermore, Daphne's interaction with Finn may either confirm her status as a powerful force in the Forrester world or reveal her to be a cunning opportunist. Her capacity to adjust and take advantage of the drama that is developing will be put to the ultimate test of her tenacity and resourcefulness. What comes next? More than merely a story twist, Daphne and Finn's fortuitous encounter serves as a springboard for a more thorough examination of ambition, loyalty, and trust. Viewers are left wondering how these people will handle the difficulties they face and what the final consequences of their choices will be as their storylines converge. Steffi's journey ahead will demand fortitude and tenacity as she battles to keep her family safe while facing the prospect of treachery. The difficulty for Finn is upholding his moral principles and demonstrating his steadfast devotion to Steffi. The question still stands for Daphne: will her plans succeed, or will the very forces she tries to control outsmart her? There is no doubt that the consequences of this fortuitous encounter will have a profound impact on the Forrester world, laying the groundwork for future alliances, more intense confrontations, and the kind of intense drama that is characteristic of The Bold and the Beautiful. The finding of Brooke Logan. According to the summary of The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke is attempting to do some job. When Katie Logan visits her sister, she enters. Katie feels relieved that she isn't the only one who works late. According to Brooke, working makes her happier than staying at home and not knowing what she wants to do. The speed with which Ridge turned to Taylor still amazes Brooke. Brooke, not just fast. Right away. Brooke and Katie discuss Ridge's sense of betrayal. Katie is informed by Brooke that she only accepted the position in order to return the business to the Forrester family. Although Brooke still has feelings for Ridge, she will not put up with him calling her daughter derogatory names. Katie feels pleased with her sister. Brooke admits to slapping Ridge across the face in front of Katie. Brooke acknowledges pushing Taylor as well. Brooke is still in shock that Ridge doesn't think of her as a member of the family. The Bold and the Beautiful, January 10, 2025, Friday recap. Donna calls with details. According to Donna, she simply happened to overhear Ridge and Taylor discussing moving in together. Additionally, according to Donna, Ridge and Taylor entered the bedroom together. Brooke breaks down in tears. Katie proposes that they have ice cream at her house. They are also able to watch a movie. Brooke says no, preferring to remain by herself. Brooke remembers all the flower petals Ridge used to leave on their bed before Katie departs.